start with creating a banking system. This will be MySQL based banking system. So first let's connect to our MySQL database, and here is our banking database. There we are using two tables, name as banking and banking transactions. In banking table, this is its structure: ID and username, which means account name, and balance, how much money he got, and total transactions means how many times he used to withdraw or deposit money in the bank. And banking transactions will store the user's transactions with their username and transaction, like get withdraw $100. So like this, all the transactions will be saved in the banking transactions table, and in banking we will save the user data and its balance and its total transactions, how much he made. So I have already done with the GUI using GUI creator, and we also done a transaction window. So now let's start with our first function, which will be always like show and hide. Add event show hide, which will switch the interface for us. Like always, we will again check for window visibility. Transaction window, and that is it. We have done with our show and hide function. So now let's create one table named as banking markers. Using this table, we will create our ATMs and markers for our banking system. So it will work like index 1. Here we come. Here we put our position, and copy paste our position XYZ and paste X, Y, Z, rotation. Let's take it to 74, just a test. And after that, now let's create a function for this. Now we will loop all the entries present in the banking markers table and create our marker as well as ATM machine in the marker so that people can use it. And for ID in here's banking markers do for loop and local x y z is equal to banking markers id first go 1 2 next 3 and our local variable rotation which will be equal to banking markers id argument number 4 and local bank marker is equal to a marker xyz minus 1 so that it will land ground instead of in air, and its type will be cylinder, size will be 1 0 and color code let's make it green 017 and let's create an area machine that will be equal to create object 2942. You can view the object IDs from the MTA Wikipedia page, and 2942 is object ID for the ADM. We will draw it on x, y, z, 0, 0, rotation, and if you want to hide the marker, you can just simply set its color to white or set its alpha to 0. And if you set alpha 0, then no one will be able to see the marker, but it will work like same. And now set object creatable create ADM object false, so it won't get created now, and set element frozen so no one can drag it anywhere, create ADM and let's add event to each marker so that it will trigger the interface as well as works on server side. So on line marker hit bank markers, and let's name that function bank marker hit. Now let's create this function bank marker hit, and here we get as an argument hit element and match the dimension. And this function, and in this function we will trigger server event, and let's name this event bank marker hit. Execute this for this event for hit element, and now let's create a bank marker hit. So let's start with creating a bank marker hit event in server file. You first add event and event name is bank marker hit function bank marker hit, and function event enter event and handle this event for root and execute type after hit. So in this event we will first check for the account name. What's the account name? Which player hit the marker, and let's get its account name. Get account name, get player account, and default of the player is source. So now we got the account name. Now let's first check for balance with that account name. Then we will use our MySQL resource .mysql and query is select all from banking where user name is equal to account name. If balance check return true, then, and else if balance check returns false. So as it will, if balance check return true, that means this player has account, and we will just fetch its balance from the database and show him the interface. But if this returns false, that means that player doesn't have an account. So we just register account with some about 1k in banking table for that user, and after that he will again, if he again hit the marker, he will able to get his interface as well as see his bank balance, and he will be able to use it normally. So now if balance check return true, then trigger client event for the source, and client event is show height source, and in show height we just don't need to pass anything. Show height, and we also trigger one more client event for source, and we name this as update label. So we will create this event soon, and then I will explain you what this event gonna do. And in this event we will pass the balance. For balance pass, it's balance check dot column name balance. And basically this update label event will trigger a function in client side which will get the balance from the database and set that balance to the label present in the interface. So this will make our code a bit small, and also it will reduce data redundancy. So if balance check returns false, then we have to output first output checkbox with message you don't have an account. So we are creating new account for you, and show this message to the source, and message should be in the green color, so that's going to be green. And let's paste here with account name and here after that we need to insert this to the database. Exports.mysql, execute query, and query is insert into banking their username, balance and total transactions, value question mark, and bind this question mark with the first of name. Let's set 1k for testing and total transfer to 0. So now let's create a update level event, and after that let's check this out. So let's now start with creating that event. Update level view function, update level, and add event handler, update level, new element, update level, and this update level will get balance. So now let's convert balance that balance. After that GUI set text GUI editor dot label number 2, and that will be converted balance. Hope so this all will work fine. So let's just test it out. Start here, and there we got our ATM machine. Hit it. Convert balance a boolean value. We got some problem with our format number, I think. Just leave this at the moment, we will fix it later on. Just restart and test it out. 81. Level number 2 is our balance level. Let's try it. I think our else bar is not working. Yes, we don't have any data. There is something wrong. Cut the label, source, else also checkbox, and insert into banking, username, parents, they should be since everything alright. Let's just restart MySQL. Why it's not going to the else part? Compare this with the boolean. This will now work. And yes, now it's working. As we have gotten a message, you don't have an account, so we are creating a new account for you with the account name Cadre. Let's check our database and refresh database. There we go. We have your username Cadre with balance 1000 and total transaction of 0. Let's hope now it will show us our interface, and it's now going again and again to entry. It's very weird. Now let's check this function again. Single case. Let's try it. Now it's not even working. I don't think it needs to be given any problem. All things is looking fine. Why the heck you are not working? Let's check what balance check is. Let's check what balance check is getting. It's getting table. Getting our query. So what's the problem then? Trigger client event. So show us that seems very weird. Let's balance that label. We'll create this function later on. That label balance CSR text. Everything seems to be okay. Then what's the problem? Why the interface is not picking up? triggering, but show hide seems to be not working fine. Show hide, let's look there. If window is true, then set false, show is false, transaction false. This and this window is equal to false. Then set oops, we forgot to change it them to true. Where is silly mistake here? Let's try again. And yes, now it's working, and it also updated available with the 1000. So thanks for watching the part 1. In second part we will create our withdraw and deposit function, and in third part we will create our check transaction function. And thanks for watching. Please share and subscribe.